live at 5 on Tuesday, June the 28th, and we have a wicked special guest for you today.
Wicked Zachary Noah Piser is here, aka Bach. Yay!
Yay! So let's whip through the news, and there's quite a bit today, even though it's June. I mean, end of June.
There's a lot going on, people.
A lot going on. Anastasia officially coming to Broadway, going to land on April the 24th at the Broadhurst Theatre. This way, then it's going to officially open. Starring the Hartford cast. So Christy Altmore, Derek Kleiner,
Kleiner.
There you are. John Bolton and Caroline O'Connor.
Right, the Hartford stage cast. It's really
Yeah.
exciting. Directed by Darko Treshner.
Yeah.
Tony winner.
Of Gentleman's Guide.
Gentleman's Guide, yeah.
Gentleman's Guide. Moving on, the reason was that because Brandon Uranowitz, of course, who's currently an American in Paris,
He's gonna
Tracy
be mental.
Toms and Betsy Wolfe are all going to be in falsettos, which starts performances at the Walter Kerr on September the 29th.
I can't wait.
See, I've never
That
seen falsettos.
show.
A lot of people in the office
You'll
are very
have to bring
excited.
some tissues. It's very.
Oh,
moving.
really?
It's very moving.
Oh, I'm going to cry, am I?
Yep.
Lion King, switcheroos up at the Lion King. Derek Smith, Cameron Powell, and Adrian Walker will take on the roles of Scar, Zazu, and Nala from... Yeah.
And that Nala has been there forever, Chantel Riley. So it's interesting to have some new people.
And it's the Nala's Broadway debut. It's Adrian's Broadway
Adrian
debut.
Walker.
Mary Beth Peel, thank you,
You're welcome.
is going to play Madame de Rosemonde in A Liaison Dangereuse.
Oh, that was very
Yeah.
French. Your French is very good.
I learnt French, I
Spot
can't do
on.
Spanish, you see, that's the problem. So every time there's a Spanish name, there's a drama in the office because I can never do it.
That is true.
Right, Jonathan Groff is going to be back in Hamilton tonight. So if you have tickets to Hamilton tonight, you have a very special cast.
They're filming it. That's why. So don't scream if you're there. I mean, you're going to scream, but don't interrupt the performance.
Yeah.
Turn your cell phone off.
It definitely turn your cell phone off.
PSA.
Most Broadway shows actually do get filmed. So
I think they're doing this in
they'll
a
have-
bigger way,
they'll
but
have-
yes.
So we'll see what happens with that.
Mm-hmm.
David Henry Hwang to succeed William Ivy Long as chair of the American Theatre Wing. Have a look at the site for Ryan McPhee's Jimmy Awards roundup. Those are all the
So
high
good.
school stars.
So good.
Amazing. All right, we need to talk about this. I'm really jealous I've not seen this. I was getting a bit upset. Richard Mann and Lily James are currently starring in Romeo and Juliet in London. And if you've not yet seen the production shots, have a look at the site. They're hot. H-O-T. Caitlin over there is nodding in agreement because they're hot. Anyway, it's going to be broadcast live to movie theatres around the world, including America. So have a look at the lead story in Odds and Ends today to see where you can see that. Jeremy Jordan, another one who's getting into this whole live streaming thing. He's June the 30th London show is going to live stream. Again, that's an Odds and Ends.
I agree with what you're saying.
We need to slightly talk about the renovations that are going on Broadway.
Yeah,
so
two
St.
houses, right?
James Theatre is going to be renovating while Something Rotten is in there. They're doing something to the back wall. This may or may not be because of the show that's apparently may or may not be going in after Something Rotten that we may or may not be able to talk about.
I think cold.
It's cold.
It's really cold.
It's really cold.
Shh. Anyway,
that, and Helen Hayes next door is being restored, which is why The Humans is moving houses. Somewhere like that. Yes.
right.
Noah Robbins, who was Eugene on Grease Live, is going to be in TV Land's Younger as a Silicon Valley genius. If you've got Younger withdrawal symptoms, it's back on September the 28th.
He's such a funny guy. Follow him on Twitter. I know he's watching right now.
Hi. And Cats.
Tyler Haynes' vlog is so funny this week. And not only is there a makeup session, he talks to the musical supervisor. He shows you how he's learning how to do his Rum Tum Tugger makeup, which is amazing. And then they have a Cats party. They have a real dance party in the moonlight, and I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really worth watching. Also, Rob McClure has a video about to go up where he sings from Sweeney Todd with Matthew Scott, Joanna, and Pretty Women from Sweeney Todd. So that's definitely worth a look.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it. I'm
That's
off.
Bye, Imogen. Come here,
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Wicked,
Hello.
Zachary Noah Piser.
Hi.
Hello. Hello.
Oh no, I'm blind. I'm not.
I'm blind too,
gonna do
but
that.
this is why Caitlin's here. Hi,
I love
Caitlin.
that.
Hey, Zach.
Hi.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Okay. We met when I interviewed you for your Fresh Face video.
Yes,
Where I
everyone.
made you bird call in a hotel lobby that wasn't empty. There were people there.
Everyone
but
watched.
whatever.
Everyone saw it.
But what's amazing about your story is that you were fresh out of school and then you got a job. That never happens.
I have no idea. I honestly thank my lucky stars
So
every day.
let's give the people hope. Let's talk about what happened.
Yeah, so I graduated from Northwestern University in Chicago 2015, so last year. And I did the summer production at Northwestern, and then I moved straight here in September. And then, did the thing.
Started doing some
audition,
auditions.
have a great agent. Tried to be as proactive as possible, and somehow magically the stars aligned and it happened, and I'm so thankful.
What did you do for your audition? Am I allowed to ask that? Is it like a secret?
I don't know. I shouldn't talk to someone. No. What did I do? So for most auditions, they give you a packet for the character, and for Bach.
Had you seen Wicked before?
Yes, actually, the last time and only time that I'd seen the show was, I'm from San Francisco. I'm from California, the Bay Area. And I saw the show when I was 9, when it was in its pre-Broadway tryout. In 2003, I was 9, and I remember seeing the show.
Thank you so much.
And I remember turning to my mom and my dad and being like, this is amazing. This is incredible. I've never seen anything like it before. The production value.
You were Wicked at 9.
I was. But that was the last time I'd seen it.
Oh,
so,
okay.
but I was pretty familiar.
Did you see it on tour?
No, I saw it.
here?
I saw it in San Francisco, the pre-Broadway tryout, before it even went, before it opened.
The original.
Yeah, I saw
cast.
Dina and Kristen and the whole shebang.
And some
Everyone's
other
there.
people.
And
Yeah.
just a few other people.
Just a
It's
couple
a
other
tiny cast. There are only like
Teeny.
5 people in Wicked.
Yeah.
But so for the audition, it was just I had a packet of stuff. There were a couple sides I had to do. The little bit of singing he does in the first act and the second act, and then kind of just hung out and chilled with the casting director and just kind of, got to know them.
Got to be your charming self. That's amazing. What do you want to play? What was your
God.
reaction when you found out you got into Wicked?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, how did
This
you find
is-
it? How does that
yeah.
work? Did they
Yeah.
send you a telegram or
Yes,
what?
it's exactly. Actually,
I
a pigeon
thought
came
so.
into my apartment, and yes.
The Wicked pigeon.
Exactly,
Scream.
yes.
Yeah.
So I was actually at my job that I had before I started Wicked, just a day job.
What was that?
I was working, and I actually still kind of work there sometimes, part-time just to keep it. It's a headhunting agency. So it's actually kind of like a talent scout, but it's actually for investment bankers. It's very kind of like not artistic at all, but it's very cool, and I love them, and they're awesome. But I was there in my office, just in my little cubicle, just doing some work, and I got a call from my agent, and I was in a show actually at the time.
Did you bolt up from your cubicle? Did you hit
Well,
the ceiling?
yes. Well, I literally flew. No, I had no idea because usually, I don't know, I didn't know what it was for. I'd never gotten a call from my agent like that before. And my agent was very sweet and said, hey, so, happy opening in the show that you're in. I was in a show at the time that was opening that night. And then they're like, you're not going to be in that show for very long because we just got word that you are going to be back in Wicked on Broadway. And at that moment, I kind of blacked out. I think that I screamed, blood curdling. I threw my phone on the ground.
Blood curdling.
Oh, yes. I mean, everybody else
you threw
around.
your phone. You destroyed property.
Oh, yeah. I destroyed everything. But I was screaming so loudly. I was running around. I think my clothing, I was taking clothing out. I don't know.
Screaming.
And I wasn't screaming Broadway. I was just screaming because when you find out good news, you're not screaming.
Oh, thank you for calling.
Exactly. So I was just, and then of course my office manager came over and was like, you need to leave. You're kind of loud. And all I could say, I was like, okay. And I just ran out and I called my parents and they were so happy. It was honestly probably the best day of my life so far, honestly.
You are the best story ever. You're like the overnight sensation everybody wants to be, and I love it. And I know you worked hard. I'm not saying that you didn't. I mean, I know you went to Northwestern. You were in all kinds of shows. When did you start performing? As a kid, right?
Yeah, there was a Shakespeare performance club in my middle school where we would do modern twists on the Bard's, works. And that was kind of my first introduction to it. I actually didn't. Acting kind of wasn't, or performing was really my thing. It was just all my friends did it, which is sometimes how that happens.
In between the bird calling.
Yeah. I was
Should we
doing
talk
that.
about that? Okay, look. This is the thing.
Look.
When you're going to interview someone, seriously, when you're going to interview someone, you Google the heck out of them and you read interviews that they did before, and if their resume happens to be online, you find out that they were on Letterman with their bird calling club or whatever it was, and they came in first and third place with the Piedmont bird calling people.
With the
And
people.
so, if you're going to put that in your special skills, people like me are going to read the fine print.
Really quickly. Honestly, at Northwestern, because I did this bird calling thing in high school, was my county. Piedmont is where I'm from, and that's the county had this kind of regional bird calling contest. And so nobody knew about it in Northwestern, but pretty much like once every 3 months, it would resurface on my Facebook page, just like on the dot. Like it would like finally be dissipating.
If I interview you again in like 40 years and you're playing, I don't know what, Sweeney Todd or something, I'm still going to bring this up, just so you know. Because it's our tradition now.
And I'll be thankful. It'll be some kind of tradition.
Yes,
I love that.
I love it. It's our thing. What's the most challenging role you've ever played?
Challenging. Let's see here. At Northwestern, there was a production of Blood Brothers that happened.
Oh, wow.
Which is, not many people know that show. It's very dark, but it's a beautiful, very awesome show. And I played Mickey, one of the brothers who may or may not die at the end. Very dark, has a drug addiction, like all these kind of things that are not, wasn't stuff that was natural to me. So it was definitely difficult, but an awesome experience.
So Colleen is asking about onstage mishaps.
Yes.
And pre-show rituals. Good questions.
Okay, on stage, actually something happened recently, like 2 days ago. The
Everyone always tells me I'm getting stuck in the bubble, so I assume that didn't happen.
Yeah, I actually just held on when it was going up and just kind of went. No, can you imagine? I am like pretty afraid of heights, and I would probably I would die. Before falling, and then I would die again when I fell. Anyway, so what actually happened is that 3 nights ago, there were rakes in the stage, how the Gershwin works, how all the big set pieces come on off stage. Is that with these rakes, I think there are about 3 or 4, and the big pieces will kind of like hook on, and the amazing people backstage will help hook them in. They'll come on stage and they'll go off stage. Mm-hmm. And these rakes, they're like, little indents, divots into the floor, so it's sometimes easy to get caught in it.
Pull into them.
Exactly, so sometimes you can get your feet caught in them. I've never had that happen. 3 nights ago, this first time for everything, in the little kind of like dance off between Bach and Nessa, where we're just kind of hanging out in Ozadust, I was going to do a little move in the air, and my foot got caught in the little indent before lifting off, and I was just completely unaware of it. So I jumped up, and as all things go up must come down, as gravity tells us, I, without doing any movement, kind of went boom, boom, and then just hit the floor, just like this, hello, and almost face planted on Broadway, but luckily I kind of picked myself up and...
In character.
Exactly, it's a very Bach thing to do, so I think the face that I made was like...
can do that.
It was like...
Oh, that's a nice... That's nice.
And everyone around was laughing.
That should be like your new Twitter thing.
What's a Twitter?
I don't know. What is that?
I don't know.
It doesn't exist in Oz. We don't know about that.
I definitely don't.
Don't know about that. Pre-show rituals.
Pre-show rituals. I...
Come to Broadway.com and chat
do a couple bird calls for you. I can't believe I just voluntarily brought that up again.
I did not even ask you to do it, but we're going to get there.
Let's see here. I get to the theater 30 minutes before, say hello to the people, say hello to Carrie, Rachel, Judy Kay, our Marble, Peter, our Wizard, everyone. Kind of check in.
Name dropping. Just name dropping.
I'm so I hate that. Just say hello to everybody in backstage, and then I'll go to my room. Probably listen to some tunes, do a good, healthy warm-up as everyone should. No matter how...
Like a vocal warm-up or like a physical warm-up, or both?
Kind of both. I don't do anything too rigorous. Usually, actually, before I get to the theater, I try to do a little bit of exercise. Not like anything crazy like CrossFit lifting, but, maybe some...
Don't wear yourself out.
No, I can't. I can't. Maybe just some like running, just to kind of get the voice warmed up and get the body kind of all the blood flowing. Mm-hmm. And then in terms of vocal warm-ups, doing a good, 5-minute kind of everything between lip trills to scales, arpeggios, just kind of everything to get the instruments all warmed up and ready so you don't hurt yourself on stage.
Yeah, someone asks, what's your role in Wicked? Bach. The only character on Broadway that ends in a Q. I'm pretty sure about that. Pretty sure.
We should find that out. I actually don't know. That's really interesting.
I mean,
he's a little munchkin.
He's a munchkin.
In Wicked, yes.
He's a munchkin. If you could play another role in Wicked, which one would it be?
Interesting. This is actually so funny.
Well, not Glinda, because you don't want to go up.
No, but although it actually would be extremely fun to play Glinda. I think if it was...
If she could stay on the ground.
Yes, that, just for me, that would be a requirement. Or actually Marble. She's so awesome. I mean, the character is so much...
The makeup alone.
The makeup, the booty that she's got with her big costume. It's like always so... It's like so...
You just want the booty.
Yeah. It's just so much fun. It's so, like, she sings a lot, she's got a great character, very dramatic, got a great arc. It's actually hilarious. Speaking of this, my grandparents came to the show. God bless their souls. I love them on my mom's side. And my grandfather, they don't see much theater, and he came and saw of course, Broadway debut, and they came. And he asked me, he was like, so, you know, like, after a while, if they like you, do they, like, move you up? Like, would you, like, play, like, Elphaba? Like, would that be a thing? And these people don't see theater at all.
What's
and
the growth potential of this role?
Exactly. So what would you play Pierre? Like, is that
I would
a thing?
say if you get older, if you suddenly age, you could do the wizard.
Yes. Suddenly. Overnight.
Like if you suddenly have a
like
situation.
Benjamin Button, reverse Benjamin Button. Wait, would that
Yeah.
be the reverse Benjamin Button?
I don't know.
Something like that.
I can't. That's like math. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not that.
Have you ever broken character and laughed during a performance? Never. This is a professional, ladies and gentlemen.
I
How
would
dare
never,
you?
ever do that.
How
Absolutely.
Dare you? Would you like to revive Blood Brothers for Broadway?
Yes.
I mean, if you're going to produce it,
oh yeah.
he'll show up. Yeah.
Please.
Yes. Yes. The answer is
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
yes. All right. So well, it's great. So you're going to have a new Elphaba
Yes.
at the end of the summer, or in the end of July. Rachel Tucker's going back to London, and
I miss her dearly.
Jennifer Denoy is going to come in.
Mm-hmm.
A very seasoned Elphaba, but not on the Broadway.
I have not had a chance to meet her yet,
That'll be
but
fun for you guys.
yeah, she's got a lot. She's got a huge
I
pedigree.
feel like the Wicked cast is kind of tight right now. They're all buddies. Is that true?
It's really truly just a big family, and it sounds so cliche, and I honestly didn't believe it coming into it, but really everyone's so friendly and generous with their time and support, and especially the principals, because all of us came in February except for Rachel and Jonah, our current Fiero.
Yeah, so they were
So
already
we're all
there.
just really we've really bonded.
All right, you're living the dream.
I
mean, getting this amazing job right out of school. So someone is asking for your best advice for young performers.
Best advice would probably be kind to everyone around you and be kind to yourself. Because if you can't be kind to yourself, then you will inhibit yourself from kind of reaching your full potential, and you'll inhibit yourself from getting opportunities. And you always want to be kind to everyone else, because I'm a firm believer in karma. And whatever you put out in the world, you want to have back. So put some good stuff in the world, hope that it'll come back and get you.
All right, we're going to take off, you guys, but he's going to give us a bird call on the way out. Ready? Here we go. You promised.
Can you have the bird wings with me?
Bye.
Bye!
See you tomorrow, guys.